The leaders of 8 of the world's most powerful economies are meeting in Northern Ireland for the G8 summit. Top of the agenda, Syria and U.S. plans to arm the Syrian opposition. Now, the commander of Syrian opposition forces tells me that he still doesn't know exactly what the United States plans to deliver. And in Belfast, it is Putin versus Obama, as Russia warns the West not to send arms. And Bashar Assad warns Europe will pay the price, with terrorists, he says, flooding its backyard. But the United States is stepping up its support for the opposition because Assad is beginning to win big on the battlefield, aided by Iran and Hezbollah. Now, Iran is also front and center for G8 leaders after the stunning election victory of the moderate reformer Hassan Rouhani. He says the people's backing has ushered in a new era, and he used his first address to the world to call for a more moderate and constructive Iranian foreign policy. He said the relationship with the United States is complicated, an old wound that somehow must be healed.
We don't want to see more tension, but speaking to America, in addition to the fact that it should be based on mutual respect and interest, and it should be on an equal footing, they need to expressly say that they will never interfere in the domestic affairs of Iran. And secondly, all the rightful rights of Iranian nation, including the nuclear rights, need to be recognized by Americans.
And so what will Rouhani's election mean at home and abroad after 8 excruciating years of Mahmoud Ahmadinejad? I'm joined on the phone from Tehran by Sader Ziba Kalam, a campaign advisor and a leading member of the reformist camp. Professor Ziba Kalam, thank you very much indeed for joining me from Tehran. First of all, we heard the press conference today. It sounded conciliatory. What message is Dr. Rouhani trying to send to the world?
He is sending this simple message to the world that there has been a real election in Iran, and hopefully, inshallah, there will be new foreign policy as far as Iran is concerned.
And what about, is he a real reformer? Obviously, it's within the system. Dr. Rouhani was a national security advisor. He's also one of the founders of the Islamic Revolution. Is he a reformer?
It is not a question of being a reformist at the moment or not. The most important issue is not to continue with the policies that have been running and guiding Iran during the past, particularly 4 years, and moving towards a better conciliatory, realistic, and pragmatist policy. I think that is the main issue, and whoever can deliver this change is important, be it a reformist, be it a pragmatist, being even a non-reformist.
Well, what do you make of then? Can he actually deliver? I note that Saeed Jalili, who is one of the more hardline conservative, he is the current nuclear negotiator, and he was a presidential candidate. He tweeted that he supported and congratulated Mr. Rouhani and that everyone has to work together. So does that mean the system, the supreme leader, is going to allow Dr. Rouhani to enact these things he's been saying today?
Rouhani will have tremendous domestic resistance. But as for the supreme leader, you must realize that although the supreme leader has the tremendous power according to the Constitution, but he doesn't take the decision in a vacuum. Obviously he has seen that the mood of the people are more or less tired of the hardline policies that have been governing Iran, particularly during the past 4 years.
And what kind of a government do you think we'll see from Mr. Rouhani? Will he try to bring in some of the so-called more conservative, more hardliners to have a consensus government, a national unity government?
Well, there has been a serious suggestion by his advisors that he must invite Mr. Velayati to his cabinet. He must invite Bagher Ghalibaf. He must invite Mohsen Rezai. He definitely needs Velayati if he wants to conduct serious negotiation with 5+1 and also to break some ice with the West, because Velayati carries the support and confidence of the Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei. So some of his advisors have suggested to him that we have to invite Velayati to the cabinet, either as foreign minister or as someone who is in charge of conducting negotiation with 5+1.
All right, Dr. Ziba Kalam, thank you very much indeed. And of course, to remind everybody, Mr. Velayati was a foreign minister and he has conducted negotiations with the West for many, many years. Thanks very much for joining us.
You're welcome.